All right, let's discuss a couple military matters really quickly before we check out of here and do some lighten the mood stuff and some other things on the show. But before we get to those things, I just want to discuss this. As you know, we have always and will always on this show honor the fallen who die during training accidents. These are people who have always been forgotten and dismissed. We just don't talk about them. We don't honor them the same way we do, the 13 who died in Afghanistan. We honored them, and I'm glad we did. We honored their memory. Flags come back, coffins come back draped in a flag, a memorial, and we honor them. We talk about them. Somebody dies in a training accident, we just kind of blow it off. Oh, man, that's sad, and we kind of blow it off. Osprey just went down off the coast of Japan. At least one person that we know of is dead. There may be more, and there probably will be. Rescue efforts are underway. But we just want to, again, honor that person's sacrifice. Honor that person's family. People die during training because military training is necessarily dangerous. It's supposed to be life-threatening. There's no other way to prepare for war without that. So the people who give their lives in training, every bit as heroic, every bit the hero of the people who die in combat. And so we honor that person's memory and we salute them. Now, I want to get to this before we get to a couple other things on the show. We keep being attacked. We have these carrier groups over there in the Middle East right now, and however you or I feel about that is unimportant, but they keep getting attacked and harassed. Iran just sent a drone after our carrier, harassed it really, really badly. U.S. positions have been attacked in the Middle East, various positions, various little bases here, camps there, have been attacked 70 times in just the past month. 70 times in just the past month. Now, I'm going to say something, and I know it's going to sound harsh, and maybe you'll be offended, and I need to be clear, I don't give a crap if you're offended. It is the truth. When you're number one, when you're the most powerful nation on earth, or even if you're not, really, if you're any nation that takes pride in yourself, you cannot, under any circumstances, allow yourself to be attacked without a vicious response. I was actually just reading a book really quickly, quick side note here, on Kit Carson. He was an old Western explorer, mountain man type, doesn't matter. But he would, after he struck out on his own, had his own little farm, little ranch going, on occasion, Indian tribes, many he got along with, many he didn't, on occasion, one would come attack him. And he would, after they left, he would prepare, and he would go, and he would kill a bunch of those Indians. And he said, look, you have to. If you don't respond, they will come back in droves the next time and wipe you out. They have to know there will be a response or you're going to die. It's simply how people work. It's how the human mind works. Why haven't we done this? Well, the Biden administration, this is according to the New York Times, quote, President Biden has rejected more aggressive bombing options proposed by the Pentagon out of fear of provoking a wider conflict with Iran. Now, I don't want a wider conflict with Iran. I'm not one of these types who believes we need to bomb every inch on the planet and invade everywhere. That's very much not me. But not just Iran. Other nations around the world are watching. They're watching our dollar, they're watching our president, they're watching what's happening in our country, and they're wondering to themselves, is America still top dog? America's still running things around here? And when you allow a country like Iran to bomb you, harass you, attack you without a vicious response, what you're doing is you're not just telling Iran, you're telling the entire planet, it's open season, baby, come on back. But this is what happens when you elect people who are so selfish. This is what happens when you elect people who never care about the country. The reason the Biden administration doesn't want to provoke Iran or do a response is they don't sit around wringing their hands about America and America's place in the world like you do or I do. All they care about is their poll numbers. I don't want a war here. That'll be bad for my job approval ratings. That's all these people think about all the time. And so now we look like a bunch of sissies and pushovers. Friggin' ugly state of affairs.